Finally, The Rock has come back to Twitter, or should I say Steel City Interactive has given us a huge information dump that's just absolutely amazing. That's kind of the same thing, isn't it? It's the same context, right? Anyways, let's jump right into it. No further ado, this is Edward, and you're watching Boxing Fanatico. Okay, so I'm not gonna even waste your time. You know what? Nope, no talking, no nothing. We're just gonna pull it up and I'm gonna go ahead and read it for you. February development update. So this sounds cool. It sounds like there's going to be a development update every single month. So this one is the February development update, and I'm gonna go ahead and break down what that update is and exactly what they said, because there's some new and juicy stuff in this. Hello, fight fans. Gameplay update. Over the last 2 months, we have been upgrading the combat system in ESBC. As we've mentioned in our December statement, that was an area that was being worked on due to the high standard and expectations we have for Esports Boxing Club. We are delighted to announce that the new system has been implemented. So it's done, guys. We got it. They finished it. It's all ready to go. This was a major milestone for us. Simply put, the flow of the combat needed to match our revolutionary footwork system, which they're 100% right. It is revolutionary from what I saw. Now, roster update. Interesting. ESBC already features the largest roster ever assembled in a licensed boxing game. However, we are continually adding to our pipeline. And as boxing fans, we want the biggest and best fighters out there. With this in mind, we are incredibly excited to confirm that we have signed some of the biggest stars currently in the sport. Announcements will be made in the coming months. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is sounding really good in terms of acquisitions for fighters. That's not all. And guys, listen to this. Listen to what I'm about to say next. But that's not all. We will be announcing 6 legends that will feature in ESBC starting from Thursday, 18th of February. So that means tomorrow, starting tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time. And we will be announcing 1 per day across our social media. So stay tuned. So 1 legend per day. That means 1 Boxing Fanatico video per day as they release these legends. Then they go into the character creator feedback, the feedback from the video. Once again, we were blown away by the amazing response we got from you, the community. We would like to reiterate that everything being shown so far isn't final. So aspects like hair, beards, tattoos, and other items are in our plans for the full version 1.0 release. Brands and partnership, guys, get ready for this. Damn, they just, I love when they do that drop, they dropping everything. In addition to the major licenses we already have, we're delighted to announce new partnerships with Clito Reyes, which, come on, we kind of already knew that for those who were paying attention. Am I right? We knew that they had Clito Reyes already. And Rival Boxing Gear. We ain't know that though. We ain't know they had Rival Boxing Gear. Now we know they got both Clito Reyes and Rival Boxing Gear. And guess what else they partnered with? Get ready. To feature in Esports Boxing Club, we are truly committed to bringing you the most authentic boxing experience, which is why we're not stopping there. We're excited to announce our partnership with BoxRec, the official site for the boxers' records. You know how authentic this game is going to feel when we are playing and we could see, oh my gosh, this is what they're going so above and beyond in terms of all of these partnerships to make this the most authentic feeling ever. It's crazy. And it's not all, guys. Let me finish reading. Oh my goodness. The implementation of BoxRec will bring us closer to achieving our goal of creating the most realistic boxing game ever made. That's not all. That's not all. We are now in talks with the biggest boxing organizations and management companies in the world. Whilst we can't go into detail at this stage, we are confident they will truly enhance the experience of being involved in the mega fights within ESBC, enhancing the authenticity of the fight game. And it continues. WBC Championships. WBC, remember that there's that online competition for the WBC title. We are in the process of creating a worldwide structure with boxing federations to create regional championships. So they'll have regional championships. So, this gives people so much opportunity to kind of move up in the ranks from your region. Unbelievable. With one final televised champions tournament taking place. So there'll be a final televised tournament. The winners will be walking away with the physical ESBC WBC world title belt. So physical belt, as I mentioned, you'll be able to walk away with it. It's kind of cool that they'll have regional kind of tournaments, and whoever wins their region, they come over and there's probably a semifinal, and the final event will be televised. Amazing. Launch plans. To the many fans who have been following us from day one, you will already know how the studio and ESBC has grown over the 9 months. Yeah, they've grown a lot. They went from 4 people to now 14 people, and with like an immense amount of partnerships. With each major deal, fighter, and brand that comes into Esports Boxing Club, it continually increases the size, scope, and expectation of the video game. We are committed to launching into early access on Steam in the coming months, and will be providing a launch window in our March update. So we'll know in their March update when they will be releasing the game for early access. Now, this puts a big strain on my prediction for March, but it doesn't eliminate it completely. So it could very well be that in the beginning of March, they go ahead and announce that at the end of March, there will be a release there for the early access. But we do have to wait and see. I'm still gonna stick to my guns, and I'm still gonna say March for the early access release, but we definitely have to wait and see for the official announcement. We are committed to launching into early access on Steam in the coming months. Gameplay trailer. After the incredible reception of the Alpha Movement trailer we launched in November, we realized this increased the anticipation of our next trailer massively. And that is the understatement of the year, because boy, are we dying for this. Now that we have upgraded our combat mechanics, we will be launching our gameplay trailer soon, but also when it's ready. Of course, they're not going to just throw it out there. They're going to make sure they piece that together, because they got some criticisms from the Alpha Movement trailer when it came to the punches and stuff. So they're trying to make sure that everything is on the up and up before they release it. They ain't giving no dates. I don't think so. They're not going to do that to themselves this time. The community. This was the one that touched my heart, and I'll show you why it touched my heart. Finally, like all highly anticipated games, we realize the hype and speculation can take over the original goal of the studio. And with this being a boxing game, it's safe to say after a decade-long wait for a fully licensed boxing title, we can understand the frustration and urgency behind some of you wanting to release ESBC immediately. Which, yeah, that's kind of crazy though. Let them finish. Please note that we won't rush into release, and whilst the majority understand this, to the few who are frustrated at there not being a boxing game, we've got your backs. But just know that it's not Steel City Interactive doing that. There hasn't been a licensed boxing game in a decade. We're doing this for the love of the sport. Having said that, we would like to thank you, the community, for your support, whether it's through the Discord or via our social media pages. As a studio, it's humbling to read some of the amazing emails and messages we receive from you. We would also like to thank the content creators. Am I part of that? Thanks. Let's see. As our studio grows, we will be reaching out to everyone who has contacted us during our journey. So a big thank you to channels such as Sports Gamer Online, Boxing Fanatico, Martial Mind, I get carried away with that, Operation Sports, and the Coach's Corner, and many others. Whilst we don't always get the time to watch everything, it's appreciated by everyone of the studio. P.S. Don't forget the Legends announcement dropping the 18th and continuing to drop for 6 days consecutively. I just added that. From Steel City Interactive development team. Wow. So you're gonna get a video from me basically every single day, because I'm going to talk about my feelings about every single legend that they drop every single day from 3 p.m. So get ready for that. You're getting Boxing Fanatico content every day for 6 days straight, because that's what just has to happen. It just has to happen. There's nothing else that I can do about that. And so we're going from there. We now know that they are partnered with Clito Reyes. Officially, we've got that down pat with Rival Boxing. We're going to have regional tournaments, so it kind of gives you an opportunity to narrow yourself out, kind of narrow yourself out of the location that you're in. So it gives you a better possibility of moving up in the ladder to compete in the WBC tournaments. And of course, the final will be televised. Like crazy. I mean, we knew that, but this is like a further confirmation that they still stuck with that televised thing. The punching, the combat mechanic is ready, is completed, is done. We're gonna get a March update, so for sure we know we're gonna get something in March. The gameplay trailer is coming out soon, and they thank the community, you guys, as well as also thanking the content creator and literally mentioning me in their official statement, which was it just touched my heart. So I don't want to make this video the longest video of all time, so I'm gonna just end it here. But guys, it's like, I mean, I made that video, like we haven't got any new information, and then like a few days later, bam, we get dropped this Steel City Interactive update. Coincidence? Yes, it's probably a coincidence. It probably had nothing to do with me, but whoa, man, this is just an absolute fantastic informational drop. We're gonna get major stars have been signed, and they can't talk about it yet, but major stars. Who are those major stars? They're not legends. They're major stars that we have currently, because legends is legends, and they've created that separation in terms of legends, in terms of major stars. This is absolutely phenomenal, and I just can't wait for the trailer. I can't wait for the early access release date. I can't wait for all of that stuff, and I think we're going to get a lot of information definitely within the March calendar month, but hopefully we still get the early access in March. But they definitely look like they want to make sure the game is ready for early access before they drop it for early access. Still sticking to my prediction for March. I feel that they'll do the announcements and the release during March to kind of give you that little surprise, little bam, the game's coming out like not too long from now, kind of little surprise thing. I think that they're going to go that route. Hopefully they do, but whatever they need to do to make sure that the game is ready, I'm all for it. Thank you, Steel City Interactive, for mentioning me and giving me a shout out in your statement. That's super cool. And all those other guys are super cool too, man. Marshall Mine, Sports Gamers Online, the Coach's Corner, all cool guys that have been, doing their thing in terms of talking about this game and pushing the information out there for you guys, as well as, Boxing Fanatico. So that is it for today, guys. I'm Boxing Fanatico. I'm super pumped, and I'm out.